From one of Brazil's most exciting prospects to one of Manchester United's most expensive and most disappointing signings, Antony's career has been a wild ride. We're talking breathtaking goals, bizarre tricks, off-field controversies, and a price tag that aged like milk. Signed for €96 million, sold for €20 million, kicked out of the Brazil squad, and somewhere in between, an embarrassing spin move that left the internet in stitches. But it wasn't just bad form. His personal life, an even bigger disaster. Assault allegations dropped from Brazil's squad, and a career spiraling out of control. How did Antony go from the next big thing to an expensive mistake? And is he finally settling in at his new club? Buckle up, this one's a mess. Like all great Brazilian talents, Antony's story starts with a ball, a dream, and defenders who didn't stand a chance. Born in Osasco, Brazil, Antony had the flair, the skills, and the confidence of someone who knew they were destined for greatness, or at least a few viral highlight reels. As a kid, Antony joined Sao Paulo's youth system, where he quickly made a name for himself. By 2019, he was tearing it up in the first team. Dazzling dribbles, quick feet, and that classic Brazilian swagger. He played like every game was a freestyle contest. His ability to twist defenders inside out, it didn't go unnoticed. European scouts circled, and in 2020, Ajax pulled out the checkbook, signing him for $15 million. Not bad for a kid who was still getting used to professional football. In the Netherlands, Antony didn't just adapt, he thrived. Eredivisie defenders had never seen so many stepovers in their lives. The Brazilian winger was electric, combining flair with end product. Across 2 seasons, he racked up 24 goals and 22 assists, helping Ajax win 2 league titles. He was the full package: pace, skills, finishing, but more importantly, he played with attitude. Whether it was humiliating defenders or winding up opponents, Antony made sure people remembered his name. By 2022, he wasn't just Ajax's star, he was Brazil's next big thing. His performances earned him a national team call-up. Suddenly, he was being likened to Europe's biggest clubs. And then, the moment that changed everything. Manchester United, under Erik ten Hag, wanted Antony. And Ajax, they weren't going to let him go cheap. United made an offer, Ajax rejected it. United came back with more. Ajax said try harder. And then, €96 million. Ajax had just finessed Manchester United harder than Antony ever finessed a defender. Fans were in shock. Could he justify the price tag? Could he light up the Premier League like he did the Eredivisie? The stage was set, the lights were bright, but what happened next? Well, not exactly what United fans had hoped for. Antony's Manchester United career started with a bang. On his debut against Arsenal, he slotted in a beautiful goal. Hit his trademark ice in my veins celebration and immediately won over the fans. €96 million? Worth every penny, they said. Oh, how quickly things changed. As the games rolled on, a pattern emerged. Antony's go-to move? Cut inside, shoot with his left foot, and when that didn't work, well, he'd still cut inside and shoot with his left foot. Premier League defenders figured it out faster than a FIFA glitch. He was like a one-trick magician who kept performing the same trick. Except everyone in the audience already knew how it worked. Defenders stopped biting, his impact faded, the goals dried up, and then came the moment that sealed his reputation. Picture this: Manchester United is playing Sheriff Tiraspol in the Europa League. Antony receives the ball. Instead of attacking, he spins, and then spins again, and then passes the ball straight out of play. The stadium went silent, the commentators were confused, Erik ten Hag furious, the internet ruthless. Within minutes, Twitter exploded. Antony thinks he's a Beyblade. He just unlocked a new skill move in FIFA. It was the moment that turned him from a footballer into a meme. United fans went from excitement to frustration. Where was the €96 million magic? Instead of lighting up the league, Antony became an expensive headache. And unfortunately, things were about to get even worse. In 2023, Antony's ex-girlfriend accused him of assault, leading to his removal from Brazil's national team. 2 more women then came forward with similar claims. The situation got messy, very messy. Antony denied everything, but the damage to his reputation was already done. Sponsors distanced themselves. Brazil's national team kept him out. At United, his form hit rock bottom. By 2024, it was clear. United had made a €96 million mistake. He wasn't scoring, he wasn't assisting, he wasn't even starting regularly. The fans lost patience, the media roasted him, and the club? Yup, Manchester United, realizing they'd nearly set €80 million on fire, offloaded Antony to Real Betis for just €20 million. That's a 76% discount. You could buy a brand new Ferrari and resell it for more than that. But was this the end of his downfall, or was he finally about to prove his worth? After 2 years of frustration, memes, and that spin move, Manchester United finally said, "We've seen enough." They cut their losses and offloaded Antony to Real Betis for just €20 million. That's a bigger drop in value than Bitcoin in 2018. But in Seville, something surprising happened. Antony actually started playing well. No €96 million expectations, no angry British pundits, just football. And shockingly, it looked like he was enjoying it again. Within just a few games, Antony was already doing more for Betis than he had for United in months. His second match, he curled in a stunning goal against Celta Vigo, which, let's be real, already matched his best performances at Old Trafford. Suddenly, the conversations changed. Spanish media called him a player reborn. Betis fans loved his flair, even his stepovers, which were once meme material that were actually working. His manager at Betis, Manuel Pellegrini, even backed him, saying he just needed the right environment to shine, which, when translated, means he needed to get far, far away from Manchester United. Now, does this mean Antony is officially back? Well, not exactly. The real test is whether he can sustain this form. Can he finally be the player United thought they were getting? Or is this just another temporary high before another crash? Either way, one thing is for sure, Antony's career isn't over yet. But if there's one thing we've learned from his story, it's that football is unpredictable. One moment you're a record signing, the next you're being sold at a discount that even Black Friday shoppers would envy. Antony's career is a real-life football lesson, not just for players, but for anyone chasing success. Because, let's face it, his journey has been one giant reality check. So, what can we actually learn from this? 1. Flash doesn't always mean substance. Skill moves are great, but when you're doing 20 stepovers with zero end product, fans will turn on you fast. In any career, football or otherwise, style means nothing without substance. 2. Pressure can break you. Some players thrive under pressure. Others, well, they crumble. Antony's price tag wasn't his fault, but it weighed on him heavily. The lesson? Confidence is key, but so is the right environment. 3. Your off-field actions matter. Football isn't just about what happens on the pitch. Bad decisions off it can ruin careers. Antony's personal issues damaged his reputation, proving that in the modern game, your image is just as important as your skills. 4. Sometimes a fresh start is all you need. Manchester United, it wasn't the right place for Antony. But at Betis, he looks reborn. Sometimes all you need is a fresh start to unlock your true potential. Will Antony's time at Betis be the start of his true redemption, or will he fall again? One thing's for sure, football never stops surprising us. From a €96 million superstar to a €20 million clearance sale, Antony's career has been one wild ride. Will his new chapter at Betis finally prove his doubters wrong, or are we just waiting for another spin, literally and figuratively? Let us know in the comments. Is this his redemption or just another temporary high? And while you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic football stories. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.